YouTube friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to find a perfect mountain bike instructor. I once spent $500 at a major resort to hire a mountain bike instructor who turned out to be nothing more than a tour guide. And by the end of our 2 days together, he was actually asking me for tips and asking me to correct his form. What a waste of money. As a certified ski instructor and a PADI Scuba Instructor, I know a thing or two about educational systems and how to teach people an activity. Today, I'm going to give you my top tips to find an awesome mountain bike instructor so you don't waste money like I did. Let's get into it. Before we get in the heart of the content, if you like this content, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notifications, and feel free to drop us a line in the comments. Rule number 1, look for the best instructor, not necessarily the best rider. What do I mean by that? Just because somebody's great at riding a mountain bike doesn't mean they're great at teaching it. A good instructor will take complex movement patterns and make them simple. They will use analogies to your everyday life that you'll understand and be able to implement fairly quickly. They will take a complex movement pattern and break it down into steps so that it's easier and easier for you to follow. That's whether it's riding a berm or doing your first lunge or jumping off a cannon. Look for someone who wants to patiently teach you the correct body position. In the clip I'm showing you, I'm working with one of my instructors on something as basic as arm placement and movement of my upper body to maximize my balance on the bike. We didn't do that on the trail. We spent literally 15 minutes standing beside the trail working on that together. That's a patient instructor who wanted to make sure I mastered that fundamental skill. Find the person who's more concerned about being your teacher than being an amazing mountain biker. Rule number 2, certification may not be essential, but sure as heck is helpful. A certified instructor has been certified by PSIA or BICP. That tells you that they have been trained, instructed, and examined in an actual teaching system with a methodology. They have been trained by people who are experts in the field on how to teach you how to mountain bike. That is hugely useful because they will actually be following a system. It's a progressive system. It will start with the easiest skills and work its way up to the most complex skills. It will teach you the fundamental skills of mountain biking as opposed to a randomized system of bro science. It will take you on a progressive journey, not just in skills, but on terrain, where you will start the easiest terrain, working your way to the most difficult terrain. A good example of that is here, where I'm working with Coach Tony. Coach Tony at Killington is a BIPC, not only instructor, but examiner. So he not only works in the system, he examines other instructors who want to be part of BICP and certified by them as instructors. He took me from barely being able to jump to launching myself off of the cannon in a matter of 2 days. What an amazing instructor. Rule number 3, they must care about your goals. I can't stress this enough. If the instructor doesn't ask you within the first few minutes of your lesson what your goals are, you should fire them immediately. As a ski instructor, I always ask my clients, what are your goals for today? What are your goals as a skier? And I am constantly designing my lesson around them and their wants and their needs. I do not teach them what I want to teach them, I teach them what they want to learn. In the video I'm showing you, I'm working with 2 coaches who were both collegiate athlete level riders, and they were fantastic. However, they didn't teach me what I wanted to learn, which was jumping. They were more concerned about teaching me how to race. That's great, they are amazing athletes, but that did not make them the best instructors. So, did I get better at pumping and at getting speed? Absolutely. Was that my goal in the lesson? No, I'm 47 years old. I don't want to know how to make the bike go faster. I want to know how to make the darn thing stop. Rule number 4, they must be a great communicator. When I teach a ski lesson, it is my responsibility to make sure my client, my guest, understands what I'm trying to teach them. I can phrase what I'm trying to teach them in multiple ways. I can run multiple different drills to teach the movement pattern I want. And I will keep going at it until I know that I am communicating in a language that they understand. A good instructor will talk to you in a language you understand. With Coach Tony, he talked to me about bike body balance, bike body separation, side to side pressure control, fore-eye pressure control. Those are all terms we as ski instructors use amongst each other. Those were terms he'd know I understand. That's the language he communicated to me with. So find an instructor who listens to you and who can communicate in a language you understand. On a final note, often you will have a choice between a group lesson and a private lesson. Obviously, budgetary constraints come into play here, and I have found that some resorts are so understaffed, simply only have one instructor to send you out with. I highly recommend you start considering private lessons after you get through the basics. That's because they allow you to progress at your own rate and at your own speed in a way that you feel comfortable. Since this is a high-risk activity, you may want to progress to jumps a lot more quickly than I do, or vice versa. Having that speed and fluidity to do at your own pace is ideal, because I will also tell you, as an instructor, I will pace my instruction to the lowest group member, i.e. if some are progressing faster than others for safety reasons when teaching a high-risk activity, I will always move at the pace of the slowest member of the group. Therefore, private instructors, if you can afford it, are definitely worth the money. A final tip: a good instructor will continue to be your teacher after you get off the trail. What do I mean by that? My best 2 mountain biking coaches and I still talk routinely. They ask me how I'm doing. They ask how my trail riding is going. They ask what I've been learning. They ask if I'm progressing. Sure, they probably want me to come back and spend some money, but more than that, they legitimately care that I'm progressing and building on the skills they taught me. A good instructor will follow up with you, and they will keep in touch with you. In other words, pick a coach who's invested in your long-term success. As always, if you've liked this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop us a line in the comments. Thanks for watching.